G'day guys and girls, and welcome back to our little channel, Goodies Beer Reviews. It is Friday afternoon, and what a cracker of an afternoon. The heat today, very humid, very warm, very clear skies, very Australia, I suppose. The eucalyptus in the background, doors slamming and people arguing. Anyways, look what I've got. Feral Brewing Co. Look, Feral Brewing got me into craft beer. Feral, Little Creatures, a few other little drops that got me into it. This is an East Coast IPA on the east side. It's brewed, however, on the west side of Australia. So figure that one out. Fusion. Well, it's an East Coast IPA. It's done by Feral Brewing. They're in WA. Like I said, I thought it was Fremantle, but anyway. Biggie Juice. I've done a tip, I've done a swirl, I've even done an extended tippy poo in the fridge whilst chilled. This East Coast IPA is teeming with punchy tropical hip-hop aromas full of apricot, peaches and passion fruit, daydreaming in a cloud of haze. Love the haze. Look at it sweat. Biggie Juice is intentionally cloudy, obviously. Contributing, I thought it said urinating, contributing to a creamy, not a creamy mouthfeel. Let's go. 1.8 standard drinks. What's that, 6%, is it? Geez, a lot of, they write little spiels everywhere, these little mini spiels, but yeah, 1.8 standard drinks. And it looks like it'd have to be a 6, wouldn't it, or an 8? I think it's an 8. Look at that. I mean, come on. Don't tell them it's 8%. I agree with that. Nice. Oh, sneaky little cousin crack. Oh, on the can. And lucky I benched to open that. That was humongous effort. Let's hope this was good. I don't know why I go on so much about the crack, but well, that's not as dirty and hazy as I remember it. I don't remember this beer being this unhazy and unfiltered. I really don't. However, it was like that beer yesterday. It was. This has got a lot clearer over the years. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm mad. The specialists do. This is not what I remember this beer looking like. However, the sniff might make up for it. Let's have a go. Very nice looking beer, very carbonated beer, very golden looking beer, very deep orange, one finger head, medium, small bubbles. Carbonation looks good. The beer looks good, but I'm having severe flash. East Coast IPA compared to West Coast IPA. I think clarity is a big thing. Look, well, you say apricots and yeah, but I smell more like peach. Peach, melon, and grapefruit. Grapefruit, watermelon, and peach is what I'm getting. It's still got that strong, hey, I'm a beer smell. I identify it as a beer. Cheers, everyone. Good thing to identify as. The taste, however, compared to and I'm not saying disappointment, I just expected this to be more pond watery, more dirty, more kadumpadums. Oh, look, at 8%, you get the medium mouthfeel, you get a lot of flavour. It is very, very Amarillo hopped. I just can taste those hops, that big, one-sided. This is your introduction to craft. Like, I like it. I love the can. It's aggressive, it's angry, it's a bit pop art, as opposed to what they call fucking rooms today with wooden, or was it Scandi? If something's old and you need to do it up, it can be shabby chic. If something's modern, it just means you just got it done. I don't know. Fuck. I used to like watching The Block. Remember The Block? I remember it when it first started in Bondi. Down Bondi Beach, O'Brien Street, I think it was, or maybe another one. Geez, I've got some memories down that way. Oh, hell. I will tell a few yarns at a later date. Biggie Juice were one of those beers that got me into craft beer. I'll tell you why. You just go and get a few drinks, and if you like a drink, yeah, I used to like a drink, I used to like playing games. You know, so if we're playing games, have a few coldies with it, oh, I loved it. I shift work too, so what if you come home in the morning and people go, you having a beer? I didn't do it all the time, and I don't do it anymore because I don't work shift work. If I did, that'd probably be an issue. Anyways, but you just go, like come home at 7 a.m, you've had a fucking long night, and you go and just crack a quick one. I don't eat. I usually didn't eat because eating would wake me up a bit. So I used to, after the night shift, I used to come home and when I had the teenager, I'll tell you, listen to this for a quick yarn. I'll tell you about being a single dad. It can be a fucking big gig. Anyways, anyone who likes this beer, if you see it, buy it, give it a run. I think it's a very nice beer, very hoppy, very one-sided, very strong. It's 8%. You know, 2 standard drinks in a can. Look, you know, you wouldn't pound 8 of them and then go, I'm driving home, boys. You know, you're going to end up in jail. They're strong. I'm just trying to find that, yeah. But I'm telling you now, the appearance is disappointing a bit only because of my own recollection. However, this beer is yum. It's fun, it's yum, it's big, it's bold. I hope it doesn't go away. I've heard reports it's hard to get in some places, but I always see it at Uncle Dan's. I remember it, yeah, just fondly getting me into craft. Anyways, I was spewing out of control before about, single dads. I'll tell you this, just quickly. So if you've done shift work in your life, I'd probably hang around for a few minutes and you'd probably go, fuck, that's right. When you look around as a shift worker, you basically look at everyone like you only work 9 to 5. And most of them do. The rarity is shift working. You have to put a thing in your door in a hotel if you want to fucking sleep during the day. Don't disturb, so on. But you can be a shift worker, you get home, and I don't know, you're so fucking tired. You're so fucking exhausted. And this is when I had people helping me with my son too. There was a few people that helped out. I'd get home, knock on the door. It would have been, knock, fucking open the door. 6:40 in the morning, 7 a.m, because I used to work 12s. Otherwise, when I did 8s, it was fucking in blocks. 12-hour shift. You started at 4:30 p.m, you're coming home at like 7 a.m. in the morning. Just saying. And that's if you're on time. The teenager, or the young one at the time, had fucking school. So I had to get him to school at 8:30. And I feed him, you know, this is when they're younger. And even when they're growing up, if you're a good mum and dad, you still fucking feed them, don't you? Come on. But yeah, you know, my eyes were hanging out. I didn't know whether to go home at 7 and have that 1 hour sneaky sleep. And I've done it, I did it that many times, and you woke up like a truck hit you. You just think to yourself, I just can't do it. Roll over, back to sleep, but you don't. You get up, I cook breakfast, I pack lunch, and I got some help. He helped me. I've got to be honest, you know. I think he thought, poor old fucking dad. His eyes are hanging out of his head. And you know what, I think he realises it more now, being a teenager, than back when you're young. You sort of just go, okay, you go with it, and, you know, and I take him to school and drop him off and, you know, have a great day, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's funny, I even dropped him off on a motorbike a few times. I used to ride a Hayabusa, and I had a Hayabusa, and I'd say, hop on the back, grab your bag. I'd pick him up from school. He'd come across the road, and a few of his friends were watching, and it was like, I don't know, I wasn't being the jerk-off cool dad. I was just like, fucking motorbikes are cool. Motorbikes are cool, and cool cars are cool, you know. And anyone could afford the bike at the time. It was just it's about 9 years old, one of the old buses. Now it's worth a fortune, they're going up. But yeah, you'd come home at, say, 9 a.m. after dropping them off, And mate, you're wrecked, bro. Guys and girls, you were wrecked. So this is feral brewing and shift work. That's got to be the title. But shift work is extremely, I'm not saying it's hard. Some people love it. And sometimes you just get used to it. Even when you, like I found, like it sounds, when you travel somewhere overseas for 2 weeks, say only 2 weeks, a week, you start getting into the sleep pattern. Your brain does get a kick and has to readjust and, nothing a Chang espresso martini couldn't fix. Or espresso fucking beer, not martini. Oh, you're kidding. The Feral Biggie is sensational. It's a good beer. It's a good fun beer. Hats off to all the shift workers. Hats off to all the workers. Hats off to anybody, as long as you're giving it a crack. I think that's the big secret. Feral Brewing Co. Yeah, I just remember it being cloudier, but I'm going to say yum, nearly a banger. It's so close because, a 4-pack of these I think was about $24. Sometimes you grab them on special. But the Biggie Juice, even I remember people loving the Biggie Juice. They've just cleared it a bit. Anyways, I've said that 14 times, but yeah. And even after coming back home to bed, you'd sleep, say maybe you get to bed, have a shower, 9:40 you're in bed. You go to bed at 9:40 a.m. in the morning. And then it hits, 2:30. I used to put the alarm on for 2:30 p.m. I'd have to get up. And that's if I wasn't already up. Because sometimes for some reason you just wake up because you're hungry at lunch. But, you'd get up and then I'd have to drive or ride to the school, pick him up, bring him back. I did dinner. I had dinners ready usually. Most of the time I had dinners ready. I had clothes out for the morning. I did washing during the day, and the life of a single dad. Parent interviews, parent requests, fucking all the other shit with a nut job fucking ex. You just go, is it worth it? And you can't, I even mumbled saying that because I shouldn't have said that. Of course it's fucking worth it. The biggest thing in my life that has got me through my life is being a dad. And I'm going to leave it at that because this video is getting long. Being a dad, I think one thing you need in life, and I've said this before, is purpose. And this is coming from me, guys and girls. Purpose. If you have purpose, it gets you up, it puts you to sleep, it makes you think of it, it makes you pine for it, it makes you care for it, it makes you love it, it makes you nurture it. And, you got to fight for them, and you got to... But they're just like... I'm not a big kids guy. I got one. Got fucking one. And you only need one to make you smile. One and done. Love yous all. Take care of each other. Be kind to each other. Bit of a ramble, and I apologise. Well, I don't. But yeah, shift work is fucking hard. And anyone commenting like you haven't done it, well, you got to do it. And I tell you, the first few years, and even after what I've worked it for decades. That's all I've ever done, pretty much, is shift work. Service stations, I worked, buddy, you name it. Like, even when I tell you, the best night is when you're young. Probably because you can stay awake. Red Bull didn't even exist back then. What do we have? I had coffee. People say drink coffee. I don't even fucking like it, but I did. And now I love it. Catch you at the next one. Love yous.